guys, welcome once again to McTech Keyboard Tutorials. My name is Mark Prince at MKT. In our previous lessons, we've known the names of the white keys as well as the names of the black keys. Also, what whole notes are and what half notes are. We've also known what harmonic notes are, the names that these notes have also got. Before we go to the main lesson for today, let's get a little bit theoretical and understand some concept before we go to the main lesson for today, which is major scales and then minor scales. It's quite interesting, all right? If you haven't watched the previous video, go back and watch it. Also, you have to subscribe to this channel and click the bell, follow on Facebook and like the page as well. The previous tutorials are going to be left in the description. Scroll down to the description and the links are there. Watch it before you come to this. Before then, there are some things that you need to know. You need to know what natural keys are, what an octave is, what accidentals are, and most importantly, what a scale is, the types, and then the examples that we have. So let's start with natural keys. Instead of talking about the frequencies and wavelengths of the notes on the keyboard, musicians have been able to give them names, and that's A, B, C, D, E, F, and then G. Those are the names that musicians have been able to give to the keys on the keyboard, which makes it very simple to identify. And the names of the white keys, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, happen to be the names of the natural keys. One more thing that we need to know also is what an octave is. An octave is simply an interval between one musical pitch and the other with double its frequency. What I mean here is that when I am on F now, an octave of F is F, but in this case it is twice the frequency of this one. When you listen to this, you can see that it is much thicker than this. This one has twice the frequency of this, or twice the pitch or sound of this, and that is an octave. It actually has 8 notes in between them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and the 8th note is twice the frequency of this note. So if you should play F octave, find F and then find F on the higher side. D flat octave, this, and then that. F sharp octave, F sharp, and that. F octave, that. C octave, that. E octave, that. Alright, B octave. Alright, so that's what an octave is. Let's move on from there to key signature. What is a key signature? A key signature is the representation of notes played in a key. When I am playing in the key of C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When I'm using these notes to play a song. Now let's listen to this. So now I'm going to add a note that is not in the scale of C major. And listen. Okay. Alright. Actually I'm playing chords, but it doesn't sound good. It sounds really weird. So the key signature represents the notes that should be played in a certain key. Whatever scale a piece or a song takes its notes from is what we refer to as the key. So if a song is played in the key of F, so the song will take its note from the key of F, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the song will actually use these notes in the song. So the key is F and these notes are the key signature. All right. Okay, we also need to know what accidentals are. What are accidentals? When I am actually playing the F and I add a note that is not in the F major scale, but it actually sounds it, right? Okay, I stroke this chord and you can see that this note is not in the scale of F major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that note that I hit wasn't on the scale of F major. It wasn't on the scale. So this is an accidental, but when I used it, it was actually cool. It made it sound really cool. Okay, listen to this alone and listen. Alright, it actually made it sound really cool, and that's what we refer to as accidentals. They are not on the scale, but it makes it sound really good. Let's move on from there to the main topic for today. Welcome to the main lesson for today. And today we're going to base our lesson on heptatonic scales, which is the major scale and then the minor scale, the main lesson for today. A major scale is made up of 7 notes. Let's try C and C. The major scale of C, that is the major scale of C. That the major scale of F. But there is actually a trick to finding the scales of major keys. It's not as if I have memorized all the scales here. No, I can't do that. But there's actually a simple trick that you can memorize, or that can help you play all the scales of major keys. Remember, in our previous lesson, we learned what whole notes and what half notes are. Yes, this is where it becomes very relevant. So if you haven't watched it, I'll leave the link below so that you watch it before you come to this lesson. For you to find the scale of a major key, there is a trick. We know what whole notes and what half notes are, and that is going to help us identify them. If you are able to count from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 8, then you are. And if you don't know how to count from 1 to 8, let me teach you right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is what we are going to use to identify the scales of major keys. On your screen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is going to help us when you are on a certain key. When you want to find the scale of a major key, for instance, C. You want to find the major scale of C. What you need to do is from 1 to 2, make a whole step. The W in the whole sequence means whole step, and the H also means half step. From 1 to 2, make a whole step, and we know that a whole step you skip a note, so whole step. Again, from 2 to 3, make a whole step. From 3 to 4, make a half step. From 4 to 5, make a whole step. Make a whole step. Make a whole step, and then make a half step. And that actually gives you the major scale of a certain key. Let's try and find another scale of another key. Let's say, for instance, F. From 1 to 2, make a whole step. 2 to 3, make a whole step. 3 to 4, make a half step. From 4 to 5, make a whole step. From 5 to 6, make a whole step. Make a whole step. And then make a half step. And that gives you the scale of major F. Let's try another one also. B flat. Make a whole step. Make a whole step. Make a half step. Make a whole step. Make a whole step. Make a whole step. Make a half step. And that gives you something like this. Okay. Alright. Let's try another one. Last. Let's try G and C. So first of all, you find G. That is G. It doesn't matter where you start it. Someone can start from here. Others can start from here. But will you start yours from here? No, I don't think so. So let's start from here. G, 1 to 2, whole note, half note, whole note, and then half note. And that gives you something like this. Let's move on from the major scales and look at what minor scales are. Unlike the major scales, minor scales have got 3 types, and they are the natural minor scales, the harmonic minor scales, and lastly the melodic minor scales. But we are not going to look at the harmonic and then the melodic minor scales. We are going to tune ourselves to the natural minor scales. And that's also simple. That's also got another trick that you can use to find the scale. Very easy and very simple. Just follow the lesson and you will understand it. You can even close your eyes and then play like that. All right. Let's start with the key of C, because that's the steps, the simplest one. It's got all its notes white, so it's easy to see from the key of C. Unlike the major scale trick, this trick is a little bit different from that one. This one, the arrangement is different. It's got 2 half notes, just like the major scale, but this one, the arrangement is different. So let's try the key of C and then see if we can identify the minor scale of C, or C minor. And it says that we should make a whole step from C, make a whole step, make a half step, make a whole step, make a whole step, make a half step, make a whole step, and then make a whole step. So the C minor scale is something like this, and the major scale is. Let's try F and then C. F minor scale. Make a whole step, make a half step, make a whole step, make a whole step, make a half step, make a whole step, and then make a whole step. So that is the trick for finding major and minor scale. Let's do one more and then see. Let's try on D. This time around, let's try it on D. Identify D, make a whole step, make a half step, make a whole step, make a whole step, make a half step, make a whole step, and then make a whole step. Okay, so it actually sounds something like that. Okay, and there is a trick, or there is a link between the major scale and then the minor scale. For instance, if you are on the key of C and you know the scale of C major, it's really simple to find the scale of another minor scale. All that you need to do is, from the note or from the key that you know the major scale, count 3 half notes backwards or below, and that gives you the minor scale of that key as well. So if I am on C now and I should count 3 notes backwards, 1, 2, 3, it gives me the minor scale of this one. Let's look at this. The major scale of C, and that is the major scale of C. Let's look at the minor scale of A, this note. Actually, it's quite the same, right? Alright, it's actually the same, but just that the sound is a little bit different. It sounds different. Let's try F and C, and let's try 1, 2, 3. That will be the minor scale of this. The major scale of this is the minor scale of this. So if I know the major scale of F, then the minor scale of this will be. Okay, so if I know the major scale of B flat, which is, then the minor scale of 1, 2, 3 will be the same as the major scale of B flat. So it will be something like. Okay, so that is it for major and minor scale. In our next lesson, is going to be very practical, and I mean practical. It's going to be very interesting. We are going to learn how to form chords. Since now we know what the major scales and then the minor scales, we're going to form chords in these major scales and then the minor scales as well. We're going to form major chords, minor chords, and know how to use it, and then play cool stuff, something like that, and then we know what to do, and then know how to go about things. It's going to get interesting how to form these chords and then know how to use it. That will be it for today. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the bell as well. Don't forget to also like the page on Facebook and follow it. All right, share also, because sharing is caring. Once again, my name is Mark Prince at MKT, McTech Keyboard Tutorials. See you in the next tutorial. Au revoir. Bye bye.